It's hard to get more star-studded than this. Two-time U.S. Poker Open champ, David Peters. Hall of Famer, 10-time bracelet winner, and event #1 champ, Erik Seidel. And simply the most famous name in the game, 2021 PokerGO Cup champion, Daniel Negreanu. You want the big time? This is the big time. Negreanu, the ace-3 suited. 125. Of diamonds again.
This has to be the same hand, right? Just a replay?
Yeah. Oh no, I think it's a new hand. It's Grant Wang, 23 years old.
I have the exact same 2 cards by suit. Back-to-back hand.
Are they any good?
Huh?
Were they any good?
Yeah, one of them is. Ace-3 of diamonds, both times. True story. Ace-3 of diamonds.
That is
both
true.
Times.
Can't
what
confirm.
The hell?
That's sick.
If I get it again, I'm going to fold it this time.
Me too, I have the same
Under
2
the gun.
cards.
No. Oh, bad ones, though.
Negreanu up to more than $3 million. Well, Brent, there it is. You said it. Looking to pass the $10 million mark on the PGT. David Peters is getting pretty close as well, huh?
Nope. I don't think I believe you.
The Lithuanian. First cash inside this studio.
Give me that last name again, John.
Plausinaitis.
Plausinaitis.
I believe. I'm probably messing it up, but that's...
Yes.
Grant Wang with the Queen Jack suited. Off
What
about
are you
20
playing?
bigs.
106.
Time extension used by Wang for an additional 30 seconds to
Here we
act.
go. The Wang gang.
All in. All in.
Yeah.
All of it. Going to have our first collision at this final table. Plausinaitis makes the call, and here we go. Wang has a little more chips.
Yeah. It's gonna be a short one.
And he has the Queen Jack suited against the Ace King.
Ace spades. Ace king raise.
More than $2 million in this pot.
Well, for a snap call, it could be worse.
Very true.
Could definitely be worse.
Good way to look at
right
it.
now.
We'll see.
Not feeling that good on the 7-4-4 flop. No hearts.
No heart.
7-7 or 7-4?
Feeling much better now after turning a jack. Plausinaitis on the ropes, needing an ace or a king to stay alive. Doesn't come. Rough one for Plausinaitis. Out in 7th for almost 37K.
Out in 7th, he played 7 seconds. That's not right.
Well, it allows him to jump into the 15K from the very beginning. Get reduced rake on that one.
Good thing you said that after.
I know, some people don't like to hear it. So.
I mean, I don't care.
How you feeling now?
All right.
All right.
All right, all right.
Better on that turn card. Didn't want to get
Glass
snap
of
called.
vino and the early effective double up for Grant Wang. Life is good.
I give you this.
The Wang gang going wild, by the way. They're all out at the bar going bananas.
Yeah.
Cheering on their guy. I'm going to go join them.
Tournament summary brought to you by Stormex. We almost, Brent, almost had Bill Klein once again at this final table.
Well, he's having a heck of a series.
Really is.
I'm quite confident, though, he busted intentionally so he could watch the Masters.
Oh, I could see that also. Klein has had 2 8ths and a 7th place finish. Queen Big Victoria goes to work with the king 9 suited off a little bit more than 15 bigs. Seidel looks down at the goods in the form of 2 aces.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Raise 400,000.
His 3-bet is to 400K. Time extension hiding under George the Octopus.
Victoria giving this some evil thoughts, thinking maybe we all grip and rip. Seidel can be lights, but a wise fold for the queen.
Nice pickup for Seidel, the winner of event number 1 this year. His 11th career U.S. Poker Open cash. Bucky looking sharp. Take a look at the all-time money list. Peters, Seidel, and Negreanu at this final table and the top 10 all-time. Chidwick somewhere at the outer tables. Dan Smith, winner of an event here. I think Haxton might pop up for our 25K. Same
Maybe
with Kuhn.
Kuhn, yeah.
All of it for Victoria with the ace-9. Winner.
Ambassador, as you can see, founder, by the way, co-founder of Octopi Poker, and a true representative of the game. Pocket Queens there, group she's organized. This 4 straight cashes is just remarkable.
Only to be eclipsed by Roger Johnson, who has cashed 5 straight. Jesse Luna is still on top in the race for the Golden Eagle. Johnson is second.
Raise 125.
Bucky, King Jack.
1 second. Oh,
Puts in the call.
that's it.
It's me all loosey-goosey eating a sandwich.
Too easy for Negreanu there. Might be too easy for Bucky here as he flops a king. Bless you.
100,000.
Thank you.
Allergies.
It's horrible out here
Yeah,
in the
Negreanu
desert.
was
High winds.
talking about that earlier. I know you've struggled.
Yeah. I struggle with many things.
That's true.
Allergies are the least of my concerns.
Wantman will check call.
What kind of sandwich is that? I mean, it's awfully thick.
Ace on the turn, not Wantman's dream turn card.
Maybe for Daniel, consideration to fire a second shell. That ace hits him quite hard.
300,000.
There it is. 300 now to go. Gonna put Wantman in the blender. Have a bite.
Yeah, good bite. That sandwich has got to be for No Butcher, right? His favorite vegan sandwich shop in Vegas. No free ads, of course.
Possibly, yeah, no free ads. Maybe
But it
his
looks
wife
tremendous.
Amanda put
Yeah.
it together for him at home, you know? Look at this.
Oh, and it draws the fold from Wantman. That's got to feel nice if you're Daniel Negreanu.
Loves that. I don't think he expected to fold out a hand as good as King Jack.
Right.
Was hoping to be targeting an 8, but gets it done either way. finish it off. Give us one more dive. There it is. Yeah, going full-blown Helmuth here. Just devouring this vegetable sandwich.
Yep.
And his 10th PGT cash of
Talking
the
about
year.
the 15K.
Oh,
was a
yeah. Oh, we
5K
might watch him
weekend.
finish the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Takes a big, mean bite, doesn't he?
I respect that. It's you got to be efficient. Unlike Shannon Shore, he
People
ate at the
budget a
table for a
rebuy
good
too,
2
when you
hours
first got out.
yesterday. One meal.
10 seconds.
Well, yeah, he had a wheelbarrow full of food, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? Quantity over quality for Shannon.
Ooh, Seidel coming in for the 3-bet here versus Wang's Open. With aces again.
Why not?
What are you playing, Eric? You got like 1.8.
Is Wang thinking about peeling this? You can see the sizing very small from Seidel. 125 to 350. It gets it done.
To go. Erik Seidel, the 10-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Won the 50K
That's not very
WSOP
nice,
Paradise for his latest.
I'll do that again.
And his 9th bracelet came in the GG Millions online, that crazy 25K. So arguably 2 of the strongest fields in the World Series. Seidel is overcome en route to bracelets number 9 and 10. And Brent, he's got the ducks on the pond.
Best hand in poker.
Into the muck.
Oh, no. Oh, Seidel, what have you... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
A massacre of the Mallards.
Ace-3 off for Wantman.
10 seconds.
Let's it go.
I can't help myself, Daniel. I keep looking. It's too tempting, you know?
Wang out of Connecticut. Graduated from the University of Pennsylvania.
Penn
Yeah.
or Penn State?
Penn.
Penn. That's the smart school.
Got really into poker, played professionally, quit, or is kind of trying to quit, but he's finding himself liking tournaments.
He's got the itch.
Yeah. He's 23. He's got the whole world in his
Yeah,
hands.
get out there. Have fun.
He's having a blast.
Fire away. About age 25, that's when you really need to get your life together.
Oh, right, right,
You know?
right. Yeah.
You got 2 years of glory now. Just let it rip.
Take some shots.
Right? Many shots. More of a wine
Right.
guy, though, from what I
Yeah,
understand.
that's true. Yeah, well, I didn't mean the alcohol version of shots, but I meant U.S. Poker Open version. He said he didn't even know the series was going on. He was playing at the Win. His friend told him about the USPO, and he's like, okay, I could play one bullet in one event, and this is that one bullet. And he's at that final table.
That's it.
Love it. Little parlay.
Does flop at Jack here. Got her for Seidel.
Check.
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 Everyone with the arms crossed. Look at this. Just,
You know, it's just kind of comfortable on that table setup, I think.
it's a
Or it's the
massive
most
rail,
comfortable,
right? I mean,
right,
It's,
it's
like
way
6
up, yeah.
inches elevated from the felt.
Cool.
Seidel has thoughts, ambitions.
Yeah.
He's going to float with the gutter. Perhaps try and take this thing away on the river. Action on Wang, of course. What will he decide to do with the jack? Does he feel it's good enough to go for thin value targeting a worse jack, potentially a 7. Looks to be the case.
180.
Going for 180. Seidel folds. Wang takes down another one. Rachel Aria on X. That's the first time I've said her name like that. Congratulations to Josh and Rachel. Rachel says, huge Victoria Livschitz fan, huge LFG. As we take a look at the chip counts, which are, in fact, presented by Octopi Poker. Blue chips worth 5K, purples 25,000 apiece, yellow bumblebees 100K each. You can find us on X. He's at Brent Hanks. Oh, no, you aren't. You're at Buffalo Hanks?
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool. I'm at Jeff Platt. We are at PokerGO.
Seconds. $125.
Wang opens on the button with the 10-9 off. Negreanu with the King-10 suited.
10 seconds.
350.
Face at 350.
Daniel makes it 350K. Josh,
First
by the
time I bet
way,
against you.
also watching.
We
from
had
home.
that agreement that
Pretty
you weren't
nice
going to do
setup.
that.
You didn't seem to want to do it.
Oh, that's spectacular.
He's got the Masters UFC
What do you mean?
300 coming
I
up.
had ace king suited.
I'm sure he doesn't have any wagers on the
Oh,
Masters.
Oh, right. He is lighting money on fire as we speak. 50 live tournament wins for his friend Daniel Negreanu. That is indeed quite the feat.
You're halfway there, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Wins a pot and then tries to scam the small line. Very ungracious.
Whatever it takes.
Negreanu has yet to win a U.S. Poker Open tournament title. Is the 2021 PokerGO Series champion. PokerGO Cup, that's an important word to add in that. An important hand for Victoria. 2 aces.
Raise 125. Seconds.
Peters feels the price is right, coming along for the ride. Victoria, big favorite at the moment.
And as it comes Jack 6-6, an even bigger favorite now.
$80,000.
Victoria bets and Victoria wins. 6th place in event number 2, 11th place in event number 3, 9th place in event number 4. Here at the final table in event number 5 as we look at her bio board presented by GPI THM. See the Octopi patch along with Pocket Queens is growing the game for women is so important for Victoria. She's done such a great job alongside that organization. They're
The
really
members
making an
out
impact.
there, no doubt,
Yeah.
from Pocket Queens, are tuned in, supporting their queen.
Raise 125.
Negreanu, the chip leader, getting busy again on the button. This time King 7 off, and he's walked right into it.
10 seconds.
Bucky with the goods.
On.
All in.
It all goes in. As as does Negreanu's hand. Matthew Wantman passes the $6 million mark in live tournament earnings with this score. I think. Maybe I'll have to double check that after looking at it.
Hobbies, tennis, and cooking. I did not know that Wantman was a chef. I can see that. You know, he's got that sort of look.
Chef Bucky?
Chef Bucky.
Raise 125.
Grant are going to try again, targeting these smaller stacks. Anything reasonable as the chip leader. Opening the action. Wantman now again with the decision. Do we play for it all?
All in.
Yes, we do.
You just pet your octopus over there?
Yes.
Is it a good luck charm?
He is my emotional support animal.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Stand by, Brent. There we go. Play the U.S. Poker Open online series on globalpoker.com. It's running now through April 21st. You can compete for big prizes and a trip to Las Vegas. And, well, there was a special limited time offer that's over, though.
The limited time offer has expired.
It has expired. But you can still play the U.S. Poker Open online on
very
Global
curious,
Poker.
you know, just out of curiosity, you know.
Are you able to count?
No, well,
Great
these
read
two
by
aren't
me.
able to count.
Raise 140.
They were tired. Let's give them a
So was that.
pardon.
Seidel opening here and Victoria looking down at 2-8s.
1260.
Okay, sounds good.
Colin?
An 8 pretty fitting with the octopus in front of her.
Nailed it, Jeff.
Thank
Wow, very creative.
Well, as a member of the Octopi Advisory Board, these things just come to me pretty naturally.
Look at the big brain on Jeff.
OctopiPoker.ai. Victoria just the 5th player in Majors history to have cashed in 4 straight
Sorry, I missed. How much
events.
is it? That you said
Sam Soberl, Sean
1.26.
Winter, Jeremy Osmus.
Excuse me now, I can't
The others,
count.
along with
I
Roger
control.
Johnson, who's the only one to cash in 5 straight. That streak currently going on right now.
Which is unbelievable, by the way. 5 straight cashes in a
the
major
only
series.
person to do it since 2018. He finished in 14th in this event. Osmus's 4 straight came at the 2022 U.S. Poker Open. That was the last time he was here.
Is that right? He
Yeah.
hasn't been
Hasn't been back
participating.
since.
In,
No,
wasn't
haven't
he at
seen
a
him
final
since.
table for events 1 through 4? No?
No,
No?
no, hasn't been here.
You never saw him out there playing when we
Nah.
were making our rounds? No,
No,
just
haven't
not here, huh? Could have swore I talked to him in the parking lot the other day.
Well, maybe he was here to play some cash or something. I'd never seen him. It's a shame. He was good.
The future was bright.
Yeah.
You know, for Osmus, if poker really isn't in the cards, no pun intended,
Nice.
he can still fall back on his second hobby, underwear model.
10 seconds.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's right.
He is?
He's an underwear model.
Wow.
Raise to 125.
Pays well, from what I hear.
You would know.
No 6-bet this time, Damien? No?
I didn't have the same. I had not good cards. I had 30 years. Bad cards fold, good cards bet. Rinse, repeat. Like, still works. Bad cards fold, good cards bet. There's poker. If you want to simplify it.
Giving away all our secrets.
Yeah, Eric knows this, Greg. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you telling them?
That's not what the silver says, you know?
Well, what do they know?
Not only did you attack his chip stack with your phone, now you're revealing his poker
Yeah.
secrets, man.
Lonis leads the way in the race for that golden eagle. Johnson in second, Coleman, Zobe, and Smith rounding out the top 5.
Ace 125.
Seidel and Livschitz the only ones who could get past Lonis on the leaderboard today if they won this tournament.
Oh, heads up.
King Queen for Peters to defend against Bucky's Open with the 2 10s. It was Ace 7-4.
Okay.
Bucky bets and wins. Matthew Wantman, a WPT champion. Hard to find too many people who love the game more. I mean, this guy will travel to every single stop on the planet.
He was on that cruise that you were on, right?
He was on the cruise. He's been all over the world playing poker tournaments. Finished 29th in the World Series of Poker Maine last year.
Yeah, he made a run. He's a good dude. Big fan.
Yeah, we like him.
Of Bucky.
Always pleasant to be around at the table. Sometimes slightly hungover.
That's why I like him.
Yep. Negreanu, 125,000 on the button. King 10 suited. Peters, Queen Jack offsuit in the small blind.
10 seconds.
To go. Wantman, the 9-5 suited.
Seconds. Call.
Bucky defends.
Heads up.
Six, 4, 3 with 1 diamond.
Check.
Peeling flop for Wantman. Negreanu will check back king eye. Check of hearts on the turn.
$250.
Got 250.
Sizable lead from Wantman. Draws the fold, well done.
He's chipping up nicely. Now up to 1.6.
Wantman's mom, at the beginning of his career, was very anti-gambling. She used an IP address blocker to firewall poker sites. She wanted him to go to school. He went to school for about a semester. And then she saw some money pouring in and said, you know what? Poker's fine.
Put up the firewall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ace 120.
There's one for David Peters, the two-time U.S. Poker Open champion. Back-to-back, 2019 and 2021. The rivals, Grant Wang on his way to get a glass of wine at the bar. There's Paulius, we didn't see him for long. Negreanu in the mix. Bucky with the shades rolling in.
Swag, huh?
Yeah. There's David and Haley, expecting a baby soon. Congratulations to them. Queen Victoria making her way into studio. We got a wave from Erik Seidel.
Oh, yeah.
Base 125.
Beautiful day out here in Las Vegas, Jeff. Awfully windy, but a beautiful day.
Well, you would know, right? You were on the soccer field.
I was all morning long. First game at 8, second game at 9.
2 games, so double header.
Yep.
You enjoy it?
Luckily, it was at the same field.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to leave the 8 a.m., head to another one. But yeah, it was a nice time.
You're a big soccer guy.
I like watching my kids play in their kids' leagues. Beyond that,
Yeah.
no thank you.
11 USPO final tables for Negreanu. His best finish at the US Poker Open is third. Has a third in 2022, 2021, and 2018.
Base 125. Yep.
Becky opens cutoff. Seidel defends. Flop comes king at 9-5 rainbow. Pair and a couple backdoor draws for Seidel. Top pair for Wantman.
$90,000. Call.
$90K bet is called. So we see the ace of spades on the turn. Not the desired turn card, perhaps, for either player.
Seconds. 185.
Wantman will bet and win.
It's been steady. Now up to more than 30 bigs for Matthew Wantman.
Started the day with less than 1.2. We look at the leaderboard now presented by Global Poker. That almost 1.9. Negreanu, the chip leader. Grant Wang in second. Peterson, Seidel, about the same stack. Victoria Livschitz, the shortest stack. A little bit more than $1 million in chips.
Base 125.
Negreanu, 2 5s. We'll call.
Heads up.
Ace Jack 4.
Check. 125.
Wantman goes 165K. About half pot. Winner.
Run for hands. One hand left in lever.
Wait, why do they do that? I'm sorry.
It's not that clock we're on. We're on.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. That checks out. I got confused.
It's kind of strange that we don't see our own clock.
It's right there, I think. Yeah, they don't. I'm surprised they don't have a TV for us.
Brent, you want to run out there, give him a
Payouts
TV?
right on the whiteboard over there too.
I'll just go
Old school.
stand out
Daniel,
there and
you're
hold
fair.
the clock.
Yeah, that works.
Old school, cool.
Well, we'll miss you in the booth,
You play
man.
pool?
One hand, huh?
Perfect. I'm sure everybody at the table loves that, right?
Where's the clock?
There.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah. They're just trying to make it seem as hard as possible to see.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't be worse. Like
Well,
Can always be worse.
it could be. Yeah, it
could be worse.
But like, why can't we get a cool little TV? You know?
We got so much cool stuff around here.
Yeah, I'm just whining.
That's true, Victoria.
On stream and all.
I know. I just gotta embellish the TV time. You know.
you keep this up, Wang
Can I
Gang.
do one more?
Or-
Can you make it a
Might be
double
your last.
espresso? Ice green tea, double espresso. Yeah, you just put it. Oh, you did? Oh, that's perfect.
There's never enough caffeine.
I didn't even know it was a double.
Bucky needing a boost
Never
to
enough.
caffeine.
Actually, no.
And still
coffee
doesn't.
right now. It's nice.
I'm
155.
better today than yesterday as well.
Yeah, it's good. You had meetings again, though, right?
I did not.
Oh, you
Saturday.
didn't? Oh, you got to sleep.
It's
Oh,
Saturday.
right, of course.
I got 5.5 hours.
For you, that's probably not that bad.
It's above average.
Wow.
5.5 hours above average
Lines are
for
at
amount of
40.
sleep. You probably don't sleep that much either.
I mean, I don't sleep as much as I used to, but 5.5 is quite low. You know, give me 6 or 7.
Yeah, I need at least 6 to operate. 40K, 80K, 80K big blind ante.
Next level's 100, right?
You're good at this.
That would be correct,
You just like,
Grant.
out of the blue, you're just like, you know what? I think I know the next level.
I'm a professional.
See that? The next one, that one's the one that's like really hard. After 100. Because that could go a lot of different ways.
It's probably 120 or 125.
You're wrong on both.
Which one?
Well, they said they're coloring these up, so I'm gonna guess 120.
Yeah, look, the deduction is amazing. It's beautiful to watch. How you just break that down.
Victoria all in with the ace queen.
Professional.
Winner. Victoria, founder of Octopi Poker.
The next level's 45.
That biggest career year will just, like, it'll be 2024 and then it'll be 2025.
Didn't
The
get
more
through
she
it, man.
studies,
You tried to
the more
bluff
she
me, but it
keeps
didn't
playing.
work.
I've seen that level in many places. GG.
That was a good effort, though. You got me for like a 3 seconds.
The 50K one year had a 1734.
That's a good
Well, it
level.
wasn't popular. In limit, too. Limit.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, that's
Stop.
smart.
Seriously?
Limit, 1734.
They filter out the people that
And
can't
I
count.
don't want to name him because whatever, but like he was so proud of creating this level. He's like, I invented a new level.
Never been done before.
Gotta be
Yeah,
Kessler.
never been done. Never should have.
There's a reason.
1734. Wow. In limit.
165.
165.
Definitely Alan Kessler not approved.
Yeah.
You know, of all the drinks that I may consider having at 11:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
I don't think a glass of wine
Same here.
is in my top 10. Maybe a Bloody Mary.
Do it. Maybe a mimosa?
Yeah. I'm there.
He's 160.
Coffee and Bailey's.
Could do a tequila soda in the AM.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Easy decision.
Just a nice cold beer. You know?
Yeah.
3 stacks of purple. You're hiding your
4,
chips
buddy.
in the back.
Yeah, I'm hiding my chips. I got 4 stacks of purple. And the yellows on
Yeah,
top.
they're
Kinda
being
hiding
hidden.
mine, too.
Look, I'll put them up front.
2024 PGT sparked by performances from the names you see on the screen. Dylan Wiseman, David Coleman, and Daniel Negreanu. Negreanu's 10th cash, his 9th final table. 2024 quality over quantity working out for Kid Poker. Did you hear the background singers this time?
Thank you.
No, I
What do you
think
mean?
you're hearing
With
things.
the Oz. It's
Big
beautiful.
160.
Oh, shit. You wanted them like this.
10 seconds.
450.
Race to 450.
Wantman, tricky 3-bet with the ace-5 off.
Seconds.
Gets it through, nicely done.
Bucky.
Whatty.
I mean, you got me off the queen jack suited. I would have whacked your ace king.
I see.
Do I get it all? I get it all. Right? Definitely.
Based on last time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bucky now second in chips. He's been moving and shaking here at this final table.
All in.
All in.
Victoria, all of it, queen 9 suited. Cut off.
First one is probably a pay.
Oh,
Wait, how much is it?
we know the first one was the ace. Second one needs a count.
1,30,000 total. Seconds.
Well, he feels like it can be the best hand. It's for a third of Negreanu's stack, and sometimes the gamble's just not worth it. I think Victoria could also just be open shoving hands like A7.
Yeah, you're
Ace
just
8,
crushed
Ace
by
9.
some of the shoves.
There's a break after this level, right?
Where do you stay when you come here?
I'm just staying with my friend right now, but I get comped rooms, but I try not to stay in
You
them.
gamble?
Used to, not anymore.
Good for you, Grant.
For wise.
You got old and wise. You're now like 23 and over it.
Yeah, I'm getting to that age, you know.
Yeah, you
where
get to that age, yeah, 23.
How old are you, Grant? 25?
23.
Oh, you are? Wow, you're still a baby.
What do you mean? I'm very mature for my age.
I remember watching you on stream like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I was
On the
yeah, I was-
cash stream.
Yeah, the hustler. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like a kind of a fun stream. Like it was,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
good action game.
Of course, yeah. Well, they
You
don't
did
want.
really good, right?
Yeah, Hustler did well. I punted a bunch on the bike though, but the bike was just all pros. They
I
what
want to
is it?
see you punt on the PokerGO stream.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm waiting
Next
to see that
FT,
one.
not this one. I already tried to punt. I jammed into Ace King. It didn't work.
That's your definition of a punt?
It was a huge punt. He snap called with like 60%.
Thank you.
You're the Q John suited, like
The rich homie Q John.
rich homie Q John. Yeah.
This guy's great.
Hope
Best
we
game
see
I've
Grant
seen
at
all day.
more PokerGO final tables.
What'd you 3-bet Daniel with?
That's just Daniel.
He just caught himself. He was like, wait a minute.
Just help
He just
himself to
exposed
those two,
himself.
one after another.
Yeah.
Call. Ten seconds.
All in.
All in.
But yeah, like they don't want good players on their stream, right? They want punters. So that's how I was able to get in. You know?
Could have fooled me, pal. Ain't seen no punting out of you yet. I'm waiting for the day. Very
I
patient.
punted to Vlad earlier. You missed it. It was a sick one. I got him to tank with Ace Queen on King Jack 10-10 6. He tanked with Ace Queen.
Checking in on event number 6 underway at our outer tables, the first 15K buy-in of this series. Heroes are out. Darren Elias, Nick Schulman, Kristen Foxen, Steven Shidwick, Jesse Lonis. There's a look at Schulman.
You know, I haven't seen Alex Foxen yet.
I was wondering that yesterday. I meant to bring that up. I don't know.
I don't think he's played an event.
Haven't seen him.
All in.
All in.
Peter shoves. Oh, he did finish 7th in event number 1, but besides that, I have not seen
So
him
we're
here.
just needling. He's playing everything and he's just busting.
Peter's jams, Peter's
This
wins.
before your time, but back in the old days, you remember this. Like anytime they were interviewed, those old school players, they'd always say like, "All I know is he gonna have to draw out to beat me." All they cared about was like,
Look at Lucky Chewy.
I was ahead. I got it. He got it in back.
So we've seen the Octopi squad.
He's been going with the Zen Yellow on day ones. I haven't seen what the
Oh, it
final
hasn't worked that
table-
well.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Unlucky
he's gonna have
color
to
for
draw
him.
out to beat me. It's
He
another way
wasn't
of
wrong, or he wasn't wrong.
saying- Yeah,
Ace 160.
another way. Yeah, it's another way of them saying he's gonna have to get lucky to beat me, but it's the use the term draw out.
Jack 10 suited. For Wang in the big, facing the Seidel open. Seidel's got a pretty one as well.
Call. Heads up.
Six, 6, 4, 1 diamond, no hearts.
125.
Seidel bets, Seidel wins. Erik Seidel, 10-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Won the second in the main event to Johnny Chan.
You know, I often make
You
that
think it's your
mistake
fault?
as well
Yeah.
and think he's
Am
the
I?
main
Yeah.
event champion.
It's a big problem.
It's a nice break,
Maybe
right?
this year.
Yeah, I mean, well, the
Good
problem.
year.
Yeah, I have a
Like
huge,
everyone.
huge
Poker Hall of
fault.
Fame.
I feel like the vast majority of people are.
If you
Huge,
have one,
huge
you're gonna be
problem.
you're most likely addicted to it.
Says he has no chance
They've
to
been
catch
doing these
Helmy.
things like often
just
just
use
use it when you don't even
doesn't play enough
Don't even
events.
have my
just gotta make more final tables here in this stream so I don't have to use my phone.
And then as soon as the break hit, he goes,
Oh, yeah, I just goes beelining over there.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone.
get him out of my way. Like you see kids in school freak out when the teacher takes their phone. They go nuts.
Yeah.
They like beat up the teacher. They punch them. They're like, I need my phone. I need my phone. You've seen those, right? You're like, I need my phone, and they're pounding the teacher. Like,
We have to understand it's a want. It's a need. It's not a want. You know, it's a need.
yeah, for them.
If you
Incoming.
get addicted early,
Yeah, kids are dead.
Yeah.
Like it's if we can't handle it, like what chance does a 7-year-old have?
yeah.
It's dead. It's a weird thing though, like if you keep your kid away from it, right? Then they're left behind if everyone else does it. It'd be better collectively if everyone said none of your kids can't have it. But if all the other kids do and yours doesn't, then they're like left out, and it ends up being worse in a way.
Yeah, you
Which
just gotta-
sucks.
You got to find that balance somehow.
Yeah, like monitor how much they use.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Someone said like, one thing we used to always care about where our kids are physically. But like when our kids are on the internet, you don't know where they are.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what Instagram stuff or who they're talking to and all that. All that.
Yeah, a lot of
Make
times that's
apps
more
for
important
those
than what they
things. We
physically
track
are.
our kids.
Yeah, it is way more because you can get
We hear from David Peters for the
roadside
first time
creepers.
today.
Yeah.
You know, you just get involved in the conversation.
It's scary. It's very, very scary stuff.
Vegas 160. Seconds. Call.
Grounded defense.
Heads up.
Queen 10 deuce. No hearts. Not what Daniel's looking for.
So you know they did this study where they looked at grade school math scores. So after the pandemic, it regressed on average about like 1 to 1.5 years, right? Which is pretty understandable, right? And then there's a bounce back, and it's actually regressing now again. And it's because of like social media and like phones and shit.
Well, social media
Seeing
around
David
like 2012, 13 though.
No, but it's
Pushing
worse
the
now
best.
because more kids have phones now
Yeah, yeah.
than before. And like if your kid doesn't have a phone, like they might get like bullied or some shit at school and like you know all sorts of shit. Like
There are some schools that are trying that, where I think that would be a good thing, where like no schools and no phones in school. Just
Like-
pick it up at the end of the day.
yeah.
That would be like good for all. Like when we grew up, I didn't have no damn phone. We were fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. Oh, what if they don't have? What if I can't reach them? So, like it's fine.
Fucking
They're at
deal with
school. You know, like they'll call you on the telephone.
The landline, right?
Yeah.
Ace 3 suited for Negreanu in the small blind.
420.
Raise to 420.
3-bet
Just
here
for
is
him,
420.
because you know 420. Get it?
I get it.
You know.
I get it.
I get it.
Do you know what you started with?
Points about 3.1.
Feel the burn.
Time.
It's an awkward spot for Wantman.
He will make the call.
Heads up.
And he will flop a set of 9s.
What a sight to behold for Bucky. Outstanding start. this final table and continues to now get better and better. Negreanu in a world of hurt. This sort of texture, though, you wonder if he shuts it down. Gives Bucky a lot of these medium pairs that would raise and then call a 3-bet, hands like 9s and 10s.
Check.
Goes check, check. Jack of spades arise on the turn.
And another troubling ticket for Negreanu. Even jacks, I think, comes into play. King, queen suited.
375.
He's going to try and take advantage of the texture.
375.
$1.15.
Raise to 1.15.
Race here from Wantman.
Nice hand, bud.
Thank you.
That'll do that. And with that, Matthew Wantman has taken the chip lead.
It's been tough sledding early on for Negreanu. Exact opposite for this guy, Jeff. You pointed it out, our new chip leader.
Moving on.
King Queen for Queen Victoria.
10 seconds.
160.
$160.
How much are you playing?
I was, I think, 1.4 when I started. But I'm bad at math.
Not true.
10 seconds.
Don't believe that one.
Outstanding at math. And it was true, started the hand with 1.4.
390.
Raise to 390.
Small 3-bet here by Wang. That will do the trick for the 23-year-old. First time in this studio. Making a run at it.
20 more on each side.
Oh, yes.
80.
I wanted to do this and this. That works, right?
Yeah, 5 to the next round.
Shit. So,
That's okay.
for you. Sure, spread the wealth.
All right. If you ask nicely.
10 seconds. Okay, so 165.
Wang has moved into second place.
Well, we lost Plausinaitis early on, and so far, nobody else willing to leave. The grind is real, Jeff.
Yes,
Something
it
you
is.
don't know a lot about.
What?
You know? The value of your tournament life.
Oh, yeah.
Picking your spots to perfection.
Stack preservation.
Right. Wantman's turn now to ride the bull. Chip leader on the button.
160.
Saddle up. Opening quite
How much
wide.
to start about the LA?
Oh, 3.2-ish.
3.2.
10 seconds.
Michael just fold the 9-4 suited.
You ever been to a rodeo, Jeff?
I have been to a decent
You've
amount
watched?
of rodeos.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen some bull riding
Oh
out
yeah.
there? I guess I should have assumed that. You're from Dallas and all. Isn't that like the capital of bull riding?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you.
Talk to me, though. What you've got something else to tell
Yeah,
us.
well, speaking of bull riding, Octopi Poker is building your path to poker mastery with a fun, social, and affordable way to learn poker designed by the best poker minds. Octopi Poker combines modern tools with collaborative poker study. Join the growing Octopi Poker tribe today at octopipoker.ai and perhaps get results like Victoria Livschitz. 4 straight USPO caches. That is remarkable.
Puts on the snorkel, heads on into the Octopi Poker-based laboratory. A lot of grinding and studying there. You ever been snorkeling, Jeff?
I have.
Could see that as well.
Yeah. Just check out the fish.
Down deep,
Underwater.
looking for George the octopus.
Yeah, exactly. There's George.
Very lifelike. They're not that small, right? Isn't an octopus rather large?
Yeah, I don't think it's a true to size model.
Giant head on that thing.
Huge head.
Sort of convinced that octopuses are just aliens. They live in the ocean.
It's very possible, man.
8 brains.
8?
Yeah. I think it's 8. Will you Google that? How many brains an octopus has?
I mean, do I have to?
Don't you want to know if I'm making it up or not?
Not really.
Okay, that's it.
King, Queen, the Queen, let's try that again. King, Queen, Jack with 2 clubs. Negreanu top pair, Seidel 3 to the Royal. Ace of diamonds on the turn, top pair now for Seidel.
Okay.
Grant will bet 120K on the turn. Seidel continuing here. River deuce.
Check.
Ace.
Checks down. Or aces.
Grant not loving life early at this final table.
Well, I was trying to set you up so you could correct me when I'm wrong, Jeff, but an octopus has 9 brains.
Does it really?
Not 8.
I finally fold one hand.
A
and
central
I
brain, and then
got
there's a
bored
brain for
when I had
each
10-6 of
tentacle.
clubs.
Wow.
How about
I
that?
mean, are you kidding me?
You full 10-6
I
of
fold
clubs?
10-6 of clubs.
Who the fuck invited
I
this guy?
disrespected the puppies and their paws.
Who invited you?
I'm trying to build my image back.
What image?
Probably should have waited till after the break.
Yeah, now we all know you fold 10-6 of clubs. As the overwhelming chip leader.
Yeah.
1065.
Seidel, ace king on the button. A little more than 20 bigs.
500,000.
Close to 500K. Grounding queen jack suited in the small.
10 seconds.
Well, thought we'd see a little more action today.
You don't think we've seen action?
We might hear.
The Wang gang.
10 seconds. Here's the 165.
Wantman has the queen 3 suited in the big.
This guy has been all action all day, Jeff Wantman. Here he comes again.
It's true. That was
A chip
disrespectful of me. Seven, 4, 4, 2 diamonds.
Check. Check.
8 of clubs on the turn.
Texture does favor Wantman if he wants to lead here with the diamond draw.
$325.
He will do just that. Pretty sizable lead to the tune of 325,000.
Wang just doesn't believe him. Reluctant to fold. Look at this, Jeff. He is, well, I thought he was reaching
Yeah,
calling chips, but he is a non-believer. I can tell you that much. Thinks Wantman is up to it. He's right. Could have some evil thoughts. Ace of clubs in his hand, king of diamonds. The event that we don't have the best of it, could we get out of line and bluff?
Call.
Does make the call. River, ace of hearts.
Just a beautiful sight to see.
Unless you're Bucky.
Yeah, I think he was pretty concerned, obviously, when he got called on the turn. You sort of wonder, would Wang play a hand like 2 kings or 2 aces just like this? Check back the flop, way ahead, way behind scenario.
150.
Oh, this is...
Oh, this is cool. Very crafty.
150.
And we can see, based on these exact holdings,
Yeah, this
that
is
it's going to
something
be
else
difficult
right
for
here.
Bucky to win.
Just trying to say, hey, I have an 8 or a 7.
Yeah, please fold
Here's
all
the
of
blocker
your
bet. Fold all of your missed
king
draws.
highs.
10 seconds.
believe it or not, I've seen
480.
this sort of thing work. And this is nice value recognition out of Wang. He's hoping that Bucky does have a hand like an 8 or a 7.
Quick full from Wantman and Grant Wang. His first appearance at the PokerGO studio has the lead, the chip lead at a US Poker Open final table.
So that spot on the river where Bucky leads the 150, I've seen that sort of thing work in another event. I think it was Henry Heckland versus Sam Greenwood. And I want to say it was a missed jack-high flush draw, got the missed king-high flush draw to work.
The small size bluffs are becoming
like
more and more
a tenth
of a
of
thing.
the pot, and it got through. It doesn't have to work often, but when it does, it can be so profitable.
It's to 165.
Oops.
Grant Wang about $300,000 in career live tournament earnings. Third place finisher better would mark his biggest career tournament score. So we look at the payouts presented by Mezclal. Final 6 assured of $46,000. About an 18K pay jump from 6th to 5th. Up top, more than 239K.
It's to 160.
Ace Jack for Negreanu. Can poker finally get something going?
Yeah, he's got to get a little momentum. This has been a very tough start for Negreanu. Came in as the chip leader. Now in the middle of the pack.
Favorite hand, but offsuit.
Oh, yeah. All right, how many hands? How many hands, Paul?
Three hands left in the level.
Talkative bunch.
Very chatty group, yeah. Not what I expected when you have Negreanu.
Same.
Just thought it'd be nonstop yapping.
I thought Daniel was the big blind for a second. I was like, because the chips were out there. You know.
Maybe they all hate each other.
That's very un-Daniel-like.
Yeah.
It's to 160.
How much do you have now, Greedy?
Seidel, Ace 9 offsuit.
2.7, that's close to 2.8.
Peter starting the hand with about
What'd you have
13
there?
bigs.
Check on the stream later.
Oh, come on.
What do you have?
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you later. Tell you later. You'll know. Why do you need to know now?
Jack,
I'll tell you what I had. It was either a strong hand or a bluff. It was
You're
missed
annoying.
diamonds or missed clubs or like a hand like ace.
You're obnoxious.
He's trying to get free information. He's bullying me.
I would have told you. It's alright. Two can play this game.
I think you were either bluffing or you had like an 8 or some shit.
Oh, pretty good read. He was bluffing. But could have
That
had
would have
an
been
8.
a nice one to get through, I'll tell you that much.
Been a while.
Yeah, he's been watching.
So you were trying to get me off like King Jack, King Queen of
I
Diamonds.
didn't even recognize Haley.
She hasn't had any opportunities
It's
to cheer. I
crazy.
wouldn't have thought.
Wow.
Haley said to be quiet.
She must be about to deliver that baby.
Oh, no.
You weren't kidding. One last poker trip. You're going to Florida, right?
I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah.
Are you going
Haley
for it,
David's
Bucky?
fiance, mother to be.
I think so. Can't imagine I won't.
You won't be able to play the whole series here then, right?
No, I'm going to play it.
All in.
You are? Oh, okay.
Just going to miss some stuff out there.
Yeah. Last hand of the level.
Come on up, yes.
I mean, this has just been a flawless clinic in short stack poker. When are these short stacks going to run into it? Even me.
Yeah.
I could have died.
Yeah. Nobody's been even close, really.
Victoria is just
Victoria's gotten so many jams through.
action right now. 5.5 hours.
Gotta do
sleep,
what you
that's all
gotta
it
do.
takes.
That's right.
Last hand level.
No, they're not wrong.
You know, Daniel, I'm
Usually the short stacks run into it every now and
Right.
then.
I am. I got
You're
hockey
addicted to
scores.
your phone.
I got my fantasy hockey final.
You're addicted, not me.
Here we go.
League, yeah.
You've been giving
We all
Daniel
have our own
advice on his
vices,
fantasy
right?
hockey team.
Yeah, he usually comes to me for all things
Yeah.
hockey. That's for sure.
First 160.
Seidel also with ace queen suited.
Oh my.
10 seconds.
Oh,
All of it.
Oh, this is a sick spot.
Wantman asked for a count. Yeah, you're not
I don't think
extremely comfortable.
I don't think he can call with those shorter stacks at the table. I mean, this would be like the stone bottom
Right,
for
right.
Wantman to call with. This is gross.
Very strange dynamics come into play here.
1.785 total.
Felt like you were strong as soon as you were going to put those chips in.
He's in a live read.
Really gonna fold this though. 1.7 what?
85 total.
Might look really dumb.
There it goes, into the muck.
Was that ace queen?
Ace queen suited, I think.
Welcome back to the U.S. Poker Open, where we have current Poker Hall of Famers and perhaps future Poker Hall of Famers battling for the title of event number 5, battling for a first place prize of more than $239,000. And still, 6 players remain. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks. Brent, what do you think of the newcomer, Grant Wang, his showing?
Oh, he's fantastic. The Wang gang going bananas out here inside the studio supporting their guy. I have joined the fan club,
You're
Jeff.
in the Wang gang.
I'm in there. I don't know about you.
Love it. A look at the payouts presented by Mezclaw. Final 6 guaranteed $46,000. More than an 18K pay jump from 6th to 5th. It has taken us a while to hit that pay jump. Blinds are up 50,000, 100,000, 100,000. Big blind ante.
Now, you mentioned future Hall of Famers.
Yeah?
Who are you thinking?
Thinking David Peters,
Yeah.
most certainly. And then if Victoria Livschitz has the same impact on the game in years to come as she has already in her first couple of years involved in the poker world, I think she'll be a shoo-in.
Now, you know how difficult it is to get into the Hall.
Right, it might take a while to get in.
But when it comes to the easier path, you think it's David Peters or Victoria Livschitz? Now, let's say Victoria rattled off a WPT score, wins a bunch of majors in the studio, perhaps final tables them. And then Peters, we know all about his resume. Do you think Victoria would get the nod ahead of Peters.
Well, I think if that was the case, they would both make the Poker Hall of Fame and Peters would get in there first.
Okay, fair. Anyway, hypothetical,
we
Jeff,
probably, this is another topic for another day, I'm sure, but we probably should start getting in more than one person a year.
That's the right place to start. The only place to start.
Because then how would you get in? You know?
Right. I mean,
we got to at least have 2 a year for you to get in there.
Oh,
Still rookie mistakes.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was the big blind for some reason. I was like, I thought Erik was about to raise. I was like, oh.
10 seconds. Raise.
All in and win. For Matthew Wantman out of Massachusetts.
Did you get the big one already?
Huh? Yeah, he grabbed it.
Oh, did you get
He grabbed the. He grabbed
Yeah,
the.
he did,
grabbed
and
the
I put
blind.
my small right away.
Bucky travels the world playing poker tournaments. Had quite the career. Passes the $6 million mark in career live tournament earnings with this score.
Do you think Mike Mattisau ever gets in?
Call.
Not if they continue to let in one person a year. You?
I'm with you.
Like 1 million to start, right?
900.
I don't see a
behind,
path.
925.
10 seconds.
The floodgates are about to open for the
Right.
early online generations, the Gelfons of the world, the Schulmans, right? I mean, that's
Heads up.
going to be tough for Mikey.
To your point, is time needed to be earlier versus now or
Right.
later?
Check.
Would imagine our buddy watching this at home right now, Mr. Josh Aryeh, that name's got to be on the list.
Absolutely does.
Certainly should be considered.
With his performance year after year at the World Series of Poker.
Oh, I was just thinking more about the hard work he's put into PokerStake.com.
That also,
Changing
yes,
the game.
Yes, that's true.
His results are whatever.
Well, he's a very lucky player.
Very lucky
Yeah,
guy, yeah.
gets there a lot. Wang with the open ender. Will make the call. River makes queens and threes for Victoria.
One second. 325.
Goes 325K.
Such a sweet ticket for Victoria if she was at all concerned about being called by a 4 or better on the turn, improving to queens up.
Takes down the pot. Victoria just the 5th player in PGT Majors history to cash in 4 consecutive series tournaments. That's what she's done here at the US Poker Open. company on that list: Sam Soverell, Sean Winter, Jeremy Auspis, and Roger Johnson, who actually has cashed in the first 5 events of this series.
Yeah, and I looked at the live updates going on right now. Of course, I closed it, but let me head back. And Roger Johnson, in event number 6, was already making moves. He's in the top 5. I'll give you the top 5 over at pgt.com/live reporting. Stoyan, not even going to try the last name. Aram Zobian, Roger Johnson, and Brock Wilson. That is your current top 5 in the 15K event number 6. So he's making a run already early for 6 consecutive cashes.
Cool.
You see the big hand that he played against Ido that the commish sent us?
I did, yeah. Jacks versus queens, and Roger found the jack on the turn. Buries the biscuits.
Wantman a couple backdoor draws, but with the worst ace high.
I don't know. To what point?
Wasn't thinking about call.
150.
Should I strike?
Too scared.
Okay. I got you. Still punt.
I have to give him the bucky.
Side out check calls. Turn 4 of hearts.
Check.
He turns a 4 and picks up the flush draw.
I mean, it just basically turns him dead. Where did that ticket come from?
So should I blocked really tiny to make you go big?
If you checked, I would have probably bluffed.
If I checked, you would have bluffed.
Number 5 of diamonds.
Nope.
Check. Check.
Check, check. Wantman will win this one. Look at Wantman's bio board, presented by GPI THM. Live tournament earnings are around 6 million. Has a World Poker Tour title, a PGT title as well.
It's the epitome of a grinder. You mentioned it earlier, travels all over the globe for events. Loves the game. Jeff, how's your laptop doing over there, pal?
Great. Not frozen at all.
It's completely died. That's what you get for buying that hunk of junk. What?
It's a nice PC. No free ads.
You spent, what, $215 on a laptop?
$300.
And you thought it...
Whoa,
what could go
it's
wrong?
new. All I do is notes and look at logs and standings. Like this one, Jesse Lonis leads the way. But if you were to ask me, hey, who's in 6th? I'd say I don't know because my laptop doesn't work at the moment.
Really nice looking laptop you've got there.
It is sleek, huh?
Yeah.
200.
You know, you're like a high... where am I heading with this?
I don't know.
You have a lot of nice things, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks.
You do.
Thank you.
But why you won't
never have put up
spend
the
a
money
penny
for a laptop.
on a laptop, I'll never fully understand.
It's just one note in the internet. That's
The
all I
amount
use.
of money you make, and you can't...
Yeah, I'm very rich, yeah.
You can't buy a laptop?
No, I'd rather punt it off in poker.
3325.
Why don't you ask for one for like a birthday? You know, your family will probably
They're just
happily
gonna
buy
give
you
me
a
a laptop?
laptop as
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
gift.
Okay.
You've got to have what? How old are you? You're going to be 41 in a couple years.
Couple years, yeah.
Maybe for your 40th birthday,
My
Jeff, you can
40th,
ask your
I'll
family
get a
for
laptop
a
from
wonderful
the family.
laptop.
That one might get through.
It's Speaking of getting one through, Negreanu wants more than that. He wants action. He wants it here and now. He's got the birds on the button.
And Wantman has the 9-8 suited. Be an interested customer, at least for now.
That's the sort of hand you don't want to get tangled up with.
1 second.
Notorious for cracking aces, these suited connectors. Price oh so sweet for Wantman.
Does make the call.
Heads up.
Safe off of 7-4-3. That's 7 of diamonds. 3 to a straight flush for Bucky.
And it
Wantman's
might
ace is best.
be the
Or
sort of
Negreanu's ace
flop
best.
and texture where he comes along for the ride. Negreanu laying in the weeds. Deceptive check back with the aces.
Check.
And unfortunately for Negreanu, Bucky now cannot go forward in the hand. He has no pair, no draw. Barring some sort of insane bluff.
Negreanu picks that one up. Entered the day as the chip leader. Battling back in third. Seidel ace queen. Winner.
Why'd you even show up today?
I don't know.
You like hung out with your wife?
I didn't have like anything to think about.
It's been a quiet day for Peters. As we look at the chip count for
He's just watching. Now I'm going to set you up. You're just going to open and you're going to have that squeezer big. You'll be like, oh, that guy played.
He wants to prove he's not a nit now.
Yeah.
Why did you even show up today? I like that.
What's the point?
For viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
And it folds. Sometimes you just get dealt out. That's what's happened to Peters. Even happens to the best in the world.
Well,
This
he's
seems
still
wild.
in.
6 people still?
Yes. This has been pretty wild. Considering last night, too.
Well, last night was also exceptionally slow, right?
The 15K, I don't know what you were talking about. It's very classic 15K. All the same people are playing, minus just
Well, no,
a
it's a
little
lot
bit
less.
of.
I mean, they started with 27 versus like 40.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
44.
it's 15 versus 10.
It's also the, well, I don't want to say on
Yeah.
stream, but
No, please.
You've woken the
Woke him
beast.
up. Yep.
yeah,
Here he goes.
We got him to break his poker face, too. He's smiling now.
1 second.
Good fold at that. As Bucky goes down at ace jack.
yeah. You're like, oh, this one's close. They start to look better when you don't get one for you. Oh wait, yeah, no.
It's actually a really good fold. I wasn't folding.
Bucky up to 3.6. Peters Peters now with jacks. I'm guessing he'll play this one.
Second. 200.
Ace 9-0.
The hand he's been waiting for all day. I bet you Haley would have played some of those.
Probably.
Haley would have like 4.5 right now. Just like eating people.
Can we get Haley a chair or something?
All in.
All in.
All in
She
blind
may
versus
prefer-
blind.
Oh,
Ace
finally got
3
it.
for
Oh,
Peters,
you
who
woke
makes a
up.
call.
Oh, you have me destroyed.
And Negreanu in
3.
bad
Oh, whoa.
shape here. David Peters all in and at risk. But this could turn the tide and make Negreanu the short stack.
Why is there a random? Oh, that was the chord he threw in.
You did that to yourself, dude.
Wow, how did I do that?
If you didn't say anything, you would have had like 6 deuce off.
Wow.
2.3 million in this pot. Haley looking on. King 7-4 with one club. But so far so good for Negreanu, who becomes about a 4-1 favorite. Turn is the queen, a safe one for Negreanu. Can he bust Peters?
The prepay.
Smart. River card. David and Haley need an ace.
The stand up.
And it's a queen
game,
on
bro.
the river. Say good game to David
No.
Peters. Unfortunate, isn't it?
Nice end, Daniel.
Man of not so many words, but when he speaks, it's usually
Amazing.
quite funny.
Well
a lot
played,
like
huh?
Seidel.
Kids, we
who's
call
David
that
Peters.
outplaying somebody post.
Yeah. Just genius poker. Well played.
Not the most memorable final
What's your
tables of
favorite,
David
Zabray?
Peters' illustrious career.
You have
I figured
2.7.
he would fold tens, maybe. I don't know.
You have like what, 2.7?
Now
Yep.
that's $46,000.
2.7.
I don't think he would fold.
Wishing he and Haley the best.
Based on the speed at which you called ace 3 suited, I don't
Yet
think he
to
was
enter
folding
Parenthood.
tens.
All in.
All of it from Queen Victoria with the Queen Jack suit in.
Clinic.
And she will win another one.
Yes, of course.
She wants them still for next hand. Nope.
Look at the leaderboard brought to you by Global Poker after Peters' elimination. 5 remain. Livshitz and Seidel the shortest stacks. Negreanu has rallied back to second in chips. He, Wang, Seidel, Livschitz trail Matthew Wantman.
It's still on me, isn't it?
Was that the song where we hear singing? I heard a little humming
There's
there,
a
Jeff.
little. See, now you hear him.
Uh-huh. Negreanu may be heating up.
10 seconds. 250.
Wantman ace-4 off in the small blind.
10 seconds.
Reluctant reluctantly passes, but it's a good pass. Average stack a little more than 20 bigs. Victoria.
All in.
All in.
That's the queen I know and love with the mallards.
Yes,
all
and gets
in.
it through. Let's go. Octopi teaches you that the deuces are the best hand in poker, right?
Well, what they
One
don't
time
know
I got
is
22 all in through. And 25K here. Winter started counting, I think. He took it upon himself after 6 or 7, and he claims that that was a world record.
What's that?
22 all-ins.
In a row. Oh my.
You got through? Sean Winter did?
I did,
Oh,
but
you
Sean
did.
was counting. I was on a
She's the-
25K in the
But you
Masters.
got through.
Yeah.
Lucky. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I fold.
What happens?
We both fold.
Now it's on you.
what they don't know, Jeff, over at Octopi, I've messed with the sims and the solvers,
I will fold.
and I've programmed
You got like
mallards
1 point.
Oh,
to
no.
be way ahead in every spot.
So all of a sudden we see Chewy, Shulman, Victoria, everybody's looked at Octopi. They're just going bananas with the deuces.
Oh, yeah.
Because you hacked into the server.
Yeah, cold 4 for 200 bigs with deuces.
I didn't look.
See, that's discipline, right? That comes with age. You're only 23. He knows after all these years when you
It was
look
so
and you see
bad
aces,
I couldn't even screw around.
there's only like negative
It
free
was so
roll.
bad. But you get to look at pretty cards.
Only disappointment. It's a hard skill. One to learn.
Ace 5 off for Negreanu, facing the race. Makes the call. And flops an ace.
Check.
Negreanu's starting to cook.
Check.
3 on the turn.
Check. Check.
Check, check once more. River deuce.
$275.
275.
Maybe this sort of line, he checks it twice and then bets the river. Wantman feels compelled to look him up. Nice disciplined fold.
Daniel Negreanu live to the PGT Triple Crown, which will be winning 3 of the following: a PokerGO Cup Series Championship, which he's won, a Super High Roller Bull Ring, which he has won, US Poker Open Series, Poker Masters Series Championship. Sean Winter, Stephen Chidwick, Michael Adamo also would be live to that Triple Crown. Going to be hard for Adamo to win it, though, with this US Poker Open.
I haven't seen Adamo in a long time. He has been playing these events. I don't believe I've seen him over in the Triton
I've seen him in a
events.
couple of the Triton ones.
Well, I stand corrected.
He's back. but not here. We need to bring him out here again. He was a blast to watch. Liked to put chips in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Very active.
10 seconds. Call.
Dirty diaper for the man dressed in white.
Check.
It's a bad combination, by the way.
Yep.
10 seconds.
You ever had to change a diaper, Jeff?
I have not, no.
Wearing all
You?
white? Oh, yeah.
You've changed
Oh, yeah.
a few in your day.
Still changing them.
Yeah. Jacks for Negreanu, 3s for Wantman.
Call.
Negreanu's Jacks still best. He bets 325K.
Erik. Can't take me anywhere.
Starting to separate now is Negreanu.
Back to a comfortable chip lead that he started the day with. Look at the previous U.S. Poker Open champions. You see David Peters named there twice, going back to back. Sean Winter a win in 2022. Also has a second place series championship finish. Same could be said for Stephen Chidwick, I do believe. Have we seen Zamani at all this series?
No, still on that cruise ship. We've talked about this all week. He never left the
Stayed
boat.
on the boat.
10 seconds.
King 3 for Wantman raises blind versus blind.
250.
And Victoria with the ace-6 suited.
She's going to get another one
Yes,
through.
she is.
Thank you.
Queen Victoria, queen of short stack play. Not even really that short, almost 20 bigs. Has picked her spots wisely. Whole pocket queens community watching.
Take notes.
During quarantine, Victoria really got into poker. Watched a ton of the high stakes tournament final tables. There we go. Her first trip to the World Series of Poker came in 2021.
How much are you playing?
Just under 2 million.
She played one of those 7 p.m. nightlies, the $400 one. Won it. And the next day I was like, what bracelet event can I play? It was the 25K. And she fired that one.
Why not?
Met a lot of people, and that kind of started her foray into the poker world. Slightly different playing fields in the $400 7 p.m. the turbo versus the 25K at the series.
It's all the same, Jeff. You know, the game is the game.
300.
Wang raising here from the big blind with the 8-4 off.
I fold.
Gets it through. Nicely done. Wang didn't even know this was going on until a little bit earlier this week when his friend told him about it. He said, okay, I'll come fire one bullet in event number 5. And seems like a pretty good decision for the Penn alum.
A chance to basically double up his Hendon-Mob resume. Just over 300,000 in career earnings. If he were to win this thing today, he'd nearly match that.
200.
Now, Jeff, I believe you have a big trip coming up, huh? You want to tell the folks at home where you're headed?
I'm off to LA after the show. Gonna go see an American Idol taping. How cool is that?
There it is, American
That's my
Idol.
dream.
Now, when you say that's your dream, you'd like to be a participant on American Idol?
No. I mean, just go to a taping.
Your dream is to
Well, I'd like to host
attend
the show.
Oh, you'd like to host
Yeah.
American?
I don't think I'll
Okay.
get to do that on Monday.
How about that? Now, who's the current host, Jeff?
His name is Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
He's very good at his job, and it would be bad for the viewers if I replaced him one day.
I don't think
Because
the
he's
viewers
the GOAT.
ever
He's the
have to
best.
worry about that.
Right. No, I don't think they should be concerned.
Well, good for you. American Idol.
Yeah, it's
How
gonna be
about
fun.
that?
You've been keeping up with this season?
Got to tell you, Jeff, I've never watched an episode
You haven't
in
even
my
come
life.
across one episode. It's been 22 years, like not even accidentally.
I don't. I mean, while I'm flicking through the
Right.
boob tube, and I think, oh, I'll stay here. I'd love
I'll lock
listening to
in.
this cover song. No, I don't.
No?
You know,
Oh,
not really.
unbelievable.
It's never been my thing.
A lot of songs you would like.
No, I'm sure.
Leonard Skinner
Yeah,
songs.
I like the Leonard Skinner version.
Right. I'm going to show you a version of a Leonard Skinner song from
Great.
Idol this year. and
Love
you're-
a wonderful cover.
No, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Make it sound like it's karaoke. It's not. It's different. Well, I'll show you.
No,
You're gonna-
I'm sure
gonna be great.
it's wonderful. Nothing like ripping off other people.
Well, they're paying for it.
Yeah. No.
Brace.
Now, all jokes aside, I know they're quite talented folks
There we
on
go.
American Idol. By the way, limited to Americans only?
No.
So, oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh! As Victoria opens with the King 10.
Brace.
Weighing the 3-bet to 1.3 million. Negreanu clicks it with the aces, and here we go. A massive cooler at this final table.
Nice hand, Daniel.
Thanks.
It results in Wang being all in and at risk with ace king.
Before I looked at
and
my
being
hand, I'm like, I'm
dominated.
folding. He's strong.
So the ace ain't coming. So the
Ace is
straight-
not
the
coming?
Straight might be.
Straight is alive.
Aces are dead.
5.4
Before I even
million
looked at
in
my
this
hand, I'm like,
pot.
I'm just folding. I thought he was.
You should have
strong.
just folded.
And then I look at aces. I'm like,
Love
You
that.
should have just.
you know, I literally, I was
looked
like,
at it with an ace too. I could have had aces.
I'm saying him when he
But no,
three betted. I was like, nah, I'm not messing with that one. And then I'm like, well,
Probably
I
gonna
guess
mess
so.
with it.
You know the sweat's coming.
Is it?
Any
Yes.
kind of sweat.
I got the
10,
heart.
5, 4.
Some promising
Queen
backdoors.
Jack.
Come on, just give me a
Straight draws
sweat.
exist.
Cook
Give
up
the man a
something.
sweat.
Is
It's
the,
his
like the
first
most
time
humane
here.
one.
No.
Like-
Well, yeah, but obviously.
Turn card is a 9. There's no sweat. We say good game to Grant Wang.
You're
Out
gonna
in fifth for $64,400. Really enjoyed having him in the studio.
Not a bad run. Didn't even know it was happening
do
over
it.
here in the studio. Decided to
other
take a
day.
shot. Winds up at a final table,
You know,
64,000
don't do
and
that.
change, and you get to go
It's
tell your
no
friends,
full
hey,
play.
Daniel Negreanu busted me.
Okay, cool. So what should I do with like the mic and everything?
I started this conveniently.
And then there were 4. All guaranteed
I
$82,800.
started this
Negreanu has
escalation
almost
convenient.
60% of the chips in play. He is
Oh, you did. You started.
Cruising.
the party.
huge favorite to take this thing down.
Didn't.
6.6 million as we look at the leaderboard. Brought to you by Global Poker. 4.5 million ahead of second place. That's Bucky, Matthew Wantman. Livshits and Seidel both at 1.4. Negreanu searching for his first career U.S. Poker Open title. Seidel opens cut off with the ace-7 suited. Negreanu calls with the queen 10, and it's 2 jacks for Bucky in the small blind.
Great spot for Bucky. Already 650 out there. He just gets to shoot it up. likely take this pot down. There it is.
Does indeed.
Easy way to chip up. 2.7 million now for Wantman. But it is all Daniel Negreanu at the moment. Saw that, by the way, Seidel opening off the 14 bigs. Daniel flatting button, getting very sticky. Opportunity to do so with that sort of chip stack.
Going to be a real problem for everybody else.
That's exactly right. He's just trying to put everybody in misery.
Look at the payouts brought to you by Mezclaw. More than 239K up top. Jack 10 suited now for Negreanu.
10 seconds.
550.
550.
Oh, Bucky has found another one.
Wow, and this is the one spot Negreanu just had to get through with this massive raise, right? 5.5x. He was committing himself to Victoria in Seidel if they woke up. Now it's just free money for Wantman.
He does indeed jam.
I'm glad I didn't just rip. Wow. Save myself just in case. Just in case huge jam. Take it. Should have made it 450.
Should have 4-bet jam on him and he would have folded.
Yeah. The
Nice
only one.
upswing for Bucky, just within 2 hands. Take your game to the next level with official PokerGO merch, available now at the PokerGO shop. Get merch from your favorite PokerGO brand, no cable, no future, and some other cool ones like High Stakes Poker and PGT. Shop now at shop.pokergo.com.
Jeff, I just want to put a bow on it. American Idol, which you're attending on Monday. You're telling me the show's called American Idol, but it's not limited to Americans only, right? It's not exclusively American in order to participate?
Correct. That is
just
correct.
a catchy title.
You got to be open. Well, America's land of the free.
Right.
Oh, Negreanu with deuces here, Brent. Ask for a count.
He knows I'm going to be furious if he doesn't make this call.
1 million exactly.
10 bigs for Seidel. It is an interesting spot, right?
Yeah.
He has the opportunity to just sort of pick away and chip up on these smaller stacks at the moment. Now, do we relinquish if we lose and risk the million? Be a problem. Chrissy probably texting Alex, where are you? Here is the call.
And here we go.
You're okay.
Seidel all in and at risk. The queen 6 suited up against the deuces. Brent, who do you think wins this one?
Oh, it's Mallards all day. This hand is over.
Negreanu looking to bust a fellow Poker Hall of Famer. But it comes 6-4-4.
Straight flush draw for Negreanu with that deuce of clubs.
Oh, then the turn is the 3 of clubs.
Max out card.
Wow.
You see the outs on the top of your screen. The club, the 5, the deuce. It's not there though. Jack of spades. I thought you said the deuces were.
That's clearly a bad beat.
Seidel back up to more than 2 million.
That one was close. Obviously, Negreanu knows the spots very well. I assume a pair is a pair. You just sort of have to call for the 10 bigs. But I don't know. Don't you have like a little some sort of
Yeah,
tool you can
we
check?
could
Can't
get
you
to
hop
that.
on Octopi Poker and figure out?
Absolutely.
Well, let's try.
OctopiPoker.ai.
What is the next level?
You're an advisor. I would expect you to know these things.
Well,
200.
Well, the deuces didn't work. How about 2 jacks now for
Yeah.
Negreanu? Seidel shoots it up on the button, and here comes the thorn in his side. Negreanu again with a 3-bet.
If you moved in there, I would have like been shocked. Just like what? How every time?
I didn't even have a decision.
All right, you just pretended.
So what is the level?
75, 125, I think. Is it? What is it? 75, 125? Oh, there's no 125 anymore? Oh,
150.
fine. That's a rather large jump.
This will get things done.
That's massive.
This will get things done.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
What do we have?
Just got that.
Like,
Deuces call. A-OK.
Yeah, you ran it, huh?
No, I just reached for it in my mind.
Thanks.
Mine's up 75, 150, 150. Good. Okay. $150 to call.
All right, players and dealers in today's event, 15, 3 and 3. Less than 80 bigs on the table. Grant with 3s on the button.
Just give him a pair every time.
Yeah.
Ready, 7,000.
Time for Victoria with 2 kings.
Oh my gosh, he just walked into it again.
The all-in, the call. Negreanu not thrilled.
ah, ahead.
Victoria in great shape to find the double. To move up to more than 2 million in chips.
Just a classic fight, the Cowboys versus the Crabs.
C3,
Oh,
and we see
wow.
A3.
Wow.
GG.
It's
Not
not
over
over.
just yet.
It's not over yet.
Club for the chop. Or could find a king.
Hey,
And there
flush.
is 8 of clubs on the
I mean,
turn.
put the jacket back on. Club. Chop it.
King of hearts to win it outright.
Club ain't coming.
No? You feel it?
River card is the 4 of spades. We say good game to Victoria Livschitz. Again, 4 straight cashes in the U.S. Poker Open. Pretty remarkable.
Yeah, 4 straight cashes, capped off here with a 4th place finish. Plenty of points on the board, a serious contender for the Golden Eagle. Probably going to need one more final table and a top 3 finish
Right?
to take it home, but outstanding results from truly a rising star.
Was able to ladder up nicely to 4th place and got the chips in very good.
So you can take that back.
Negreanu on fire.
You can take that back. It's all good.
Man is dialed in and running well. Good combination.
It all started with that King 3 offsuit versus David
Yeah.
Peters, Ace 3 suited to eliminate Peters when he hit the king. It looked like the wheels were coming off for Negreanu.
It stays.
Oh, shit. Oh, what am I doing? I was
Yeah.
thinking you were in the big blind.
I was curious
Oh my
about
God,
that.
That was a massive blunder.
Oh, you weren't supposed to play?
I had a hand. Shit.
That's why I'm an
What did
open
you think you
fold
were? You
at the
talking
queen
with the
jack.
button?
I didn't realize. I was thinking he was small blind, you were big blind.
Oh, so you thought you hit the button. But you would have played against him small big.
I would have jammed.
Yeah.
Tell me you had a call in hand.
I didn't look. I don't know.
See, old school.
We can find out in an hour.
He did
God,
not,
I had
Bucky.
queen jack.
Wow.
So tilt.
That's so tilt.
That is so tilt. I gotta go take a walk.
Okay, don't look, right? I'm going to do it.
Dismayed.
Ah, feels good.
At least I didn't lose anything on the hand.
Wake up, Wantman.
Well, we'll just tell him Seidel had
Except for
aces.
300.
That'll
Yeah,
make him
okay.
feel better.
Not that you need 300.
Boom, boom.
Just a 10% increase to your stack. Who would want that?
Gonna feel like Rain Man when I see he had 2 kings under there.
All in?
All in.
I'm all in.
I said all in twice. Wins it.
You guys are easy money.
What? And it's weird. Didn't see his lips move. It sounded like Seidel was talking a little trash.
Oh, he's got
He's
the gift
got
of
it.
gab out there.
Yeah.
I dare you, kid.
What?
Call. Raise 550.
Beautiful pounce
Nice.
from Seidel.
You can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Well, he's really bringing the
Continues
thunder.
to
Huh?
talk trash to Bucky. I mean, at some point you would think the Poker Hall of Famer knows when to dial it down a little bit.
Check. Heads up.
He's 10-8 Rainbow Negreanu with bottom pair. Couple backdoor draws for Seidel, and he'll lead.
He's looking for a 2-barrel ticket. That's a beautiful
How
card.
about
Puts
that?
him well out in front now. Daniel, though, does collect a gut shot. 2-way at that. Whoa.
Rivers trip 8s. Quick check from Seidel. How much does Negreanu look for?
See what the price is. For Seidel, though, when it goes, the action's like, it is very small,
Yeah.
almost perfect
Don't pay
by
that one
Negreanu.
off.
Maybe the only price. Just looked like an 8 or an ace that Daniel possessed.
All in.
Seidel jams and wins. There we go. Finally, some limping is pimping.
Yeah, mixing it up. Remaining active. Simply by limping the button.
Oh.
Chance to see 3 in position.
Check. 3 players.
King, king, 9.
Check.
Bucky flops the best of it.
That's all part of the process and plan for Negreanu. This sort of texture, we're just going to take stabs. We win this, by the way, a very high percentage of the time. Unfortunate to have run into a 9 here from Bucky, who will certainly be heard from.
Heads up.
Deuce of hearts on the turn. Bucky picks up a flush draw.
Check.
For Negreanu, we just wait the flag. We know a 9's
Yeah.
never folding. Flush already got there, potentially, and of course we're dead to the king. It's just over.
I'm 50.
Grounded the chip leader. Almost 60% of the chips in play.
All in.
Seidel jams, Seidel wins.
Breaks out to this level, right?
Is your break after this level or is it the next level? They're finding it for you.
I gotta pay.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
So it's finding you this level. But we'll find out.
I feel like Forrest Gump.
We can take a break too.
Does
Take
anyone
Do you
get
mind?
heads up?
5-minute break. I don't care.
I don't even need more than a minute.
Yeah.
But if you want, we could take it now instead of.
200,000.
I can wait 17 minutes as well. Whatever you guys want to do.
You need a break, Jeff?
I'm good.
I don't want to mess
A
up
little
the stream, you know.
tinkle time?
No.
If you can hold 15, you're good.
Go heads up. Whichever comes first.
15's not too bad. If it was
Yeah,
like
it would just-
50.
yeah. No. I would tell you if it was that bad.
Yeah, if it was that bad.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, plus we're about to play like only 2 or 3 hands, right? Once the what is it at 5?
At 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$300,000.
Feels like it's close for Daniel Negreanu.
Oh, yeah. On the brink. Heads up certainly seems inevitable, but once it does go head up, that's when the chaos has a tendency to occur. See if Daniel can close it out.
Never
Get
easy,
there.
it seems.
Right. From the stats department, Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong, does Daniel have a cash thus far?
This is his first one of the 2024 U.S.
Okay, so with a first place victory, obviously all of a sudden
contender.
We're there, a contender.
But still almost 90 points, about 90 points back of Jesse.
But we're
Lynch.
there.
But totally there.
With the points going
One more
up,
final
obviously,
table,
yeah.
15K buy-in, more money, more points.
So the Triple Crown is well within reach.
Absolutely.
All in?
All in.
Seidel almost pump faked the all-in, then to jam.
Almost choked on that one.
I was like shocked that I had.
Yeah, all in.
Such a gigantic.
Did you get a read on it?
He choked on it.
I wasn't really sure what I should raise or should.
Needs another Perrier.
Get that man.
$300,000. Seconds. All in.
Wantman just finds another good one. He's able to jam, he's able to collect chips.
Just start using some time banks.
It's forfeit the total.
Negreanu will try to pounce here.
Looks like
will
it's
do
going to
the
work.
trick, yeah.
It was a loose call.
like this adjustment from Daniel. Usually he's small ball, limping in with these sorts of holdings. But in this dynamic, as the chip leader, able to lean, leverage, pressure your opponent. Expect them to be raising more often than not out of the small blind against Wantman's big blind.
Great point. Put a lot of pressure on Bucky, considering Seidel is still kind of lingering around there, considering this $40,000 pay jump from third to second. Wantman 400K, Seidel calls. Erik always still hesitant to scan his cards. Ace 60, 6 of spades out there, but pretty much all Wantman.
Yeah, I don't think Seidel. I mean, we'll see what the sizing is if he decides to peel, but that is small. Designed to keep in a wider range of hands such as this, but Seidel, no, we're too shallow. How about that? Wantman's biggest career year, 2023, 1.4 million.
Jack again for Bucky.
Here's 350.
It's now the time for Seidel. It is. Wantman makes the call. Here we go. Ace Jack for Bucky, which dominates the holding of Erik Seidel. More than 3.5 million in this pot. We could have a relatively even battle going into heads up, or Seidel could find a way and Bucky's the short stack three-handed. Ace, queen, deuce. No diamonds. Deuce, though. Chop out for Seidel. $10 on the turn. Needs a 10 or a deuce for the chop. Needs an 8 for the outright win. Anything else, we're heads up. We are indeed heads up with the 6 on the river. Good game to the legend that is Erik Seidel, out in third, $110,400 in his second final table of the series.
Sounds like a
He
plan.
shoots up the leaderboard with that third place finish, does the icon Erik Seidel.
You did. You did it the good old-fashioned way.
He's going to text the family and friends. They got me.
Matthew Wantman takes on Daniel Negreanu, both searching for their first U.S. Poker Open title. It will come for one of them in event number 5. $10,000 buy-in, no limit Texas Hold'em tournament. We welcome you back inside the studio. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks, and Brent, it's Matthew Wantman against Daniel Negreanu.
Yeah, we got a couple of great ones squaring off. Wantman, huge grinder across the industry, travels worldwide, and up against most entertaining and popular player on the planet, Daniel Negreanu.
Who is looking for his 51st live tournament win. Wantman looks for his 7th. Both have won PGT titles before, but none of them have come at the
So
US
clutch
Poker
in the
Open.
middle of a series. Day to watch the Masters.
75K, 150K, 150K big blind ante still.
575.
575.
Can't wait to watch some of these hands.
Me too. It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
sure.
looking back, because I've had so many times I'm like, okay, fuck, I hope he doesn't move in. He moves in.
Yeah.
It was like you moved in on me like 6 times.
I've had some big hands and a couple
Fun ones.
semi-bluffs.
Yeah. No, that one I made at 550, I had jack 10 of clubs.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I don't mind playing against them, but if you
I
jam,
had a fucking monster. I had queens.
you're the only one that I didn't want to, like, I was like, send a
Yeah.
message.
And that's like the perfect hand.
Jack
to,
10
like,
suited,
to,
yeah.
to just
'Cause I don't want to raise fold.
Because then they can't call you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a jam, except against you.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
350.
350.
King 9 for both.
Cool. Check.
10-6 deuce.
Check. 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 Check.
Well, that was fun.
Me too.
9.
Ha.
Behind 9 close.
Ha! Anyone could have had that one.
Thought about doing something.
I thought, me too.
Yeah, I thought that.
Bet in the river.
Yeah.
Just in case
Just
you had
enough
like.
showdown.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You could have king 8.
I could get you off ace high, maybe, but
Yeah. Yep.
I also just win when you turn over king 8.
You do.
Everybody laughing, having a good time. You having a good time?
I'm always having a good
Yeah.
time.
I don't think I've ever seen you in a bad mood.
Very rare occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking about the two styles of play. They both have an element of sort of street poker to them
Yeah.
where they deviate in ways that others don't.
Both willing to make big folds. Wantman with 2 10s.
Also very difficult to read. I mean,
Yeah.
Wantman, I've watched a lot of him today. That face right there
550.
doesn't move. He's very cold-blooded, unflappable in many regards. And, of course, Negreanu's just been through the ringer. He's seen it all. He's been through it all. Impossible to read himself.
Ace Queen 6.
Check. Check.
Check, check. 5 on the turn. Gutter for Negreanu.
Check. Check.
Another 6 on the river.
150.
Wantman leads and wins.
Wantman has always had, at least from what I've gathered and have seen over the years, a little bit of moxie to him. You know, you got to have that sort of confidence in order to get to this level of play. Who reminds me a little bit of Matthew Wantman, who's a rising star that we've gotten a lot of lately, is Jesse Lonis.
Yeah. That level of fearlessness.
Right.
You just got to have at this level.
It's certainly, you know, being fearless, but also just they don't give a rip. They don't care who it is that they're sitting across from right now.
Doesn't
you know,
matter.
it's Negreanu. Yes, of course, we know he's great, but they truly believe, hey, I'm going to beat you. You know, like well, if we play, I'm going to win this tournament. I'm going to beat you heads up, and they fully are committed to that belief.
Negreanu check calls, does have a straight flush draw. 10-high also good. Another king on the turn. Negreanu leads here for 250K. Just wins, well done.
Now we're up, right?
2-2, yeah.
Kick it up, kick it up.
So a little less than 30 blinds for each of them. Look at the 2024 PGT leaderboard. Coleman on top after winning event number 4 of the U.S. Poker Open, an event that Wiseman also final tabled. He's in second. You see Negreanu in 4th. He'll move up to a top 3 spot when we conclude this one. It is 10th cash of the year on the PGT. Blinds going up 100,000, 200,000 with a 200,000 big blind ante.
$750.
Negreanu limps in. Wantman bumps it up with the king queen. Negreanu ace 5.
All in.
And
Here
jams.
we go.
Wantman makes the call.
I got you. Of course, way ahead.
And here we go indeed.
All right.
Negreanu has Wantman
Who has more
slightly
chips?
outchipped.
It's so close.
Yeah. This
I got
is it.
5.5. I got 5.8 and a quarter. And 2 is in the middle, so that doesn't count as yours.
Right.
So yeah, I think I have you.
You have me?
By like, yeah, by
Barely.
for all the marbles.
For all of it. I kind of wanted to just jam because I felt like you might do that.
Yeah. Well, if you jam, then I could fold. But
Yeah.
for that 750, it's too juicy. I gotta go get
The
it.
title on the line.
All right.
Negreanu, the slight favorite to win it.
Jack 10-4 is okay.
Is it? Ace deuce deuce is not fun, but
Queen 4
I got a
deuce.
3 now.
Wantman flops
Ace
top
three.
pair.
Three
Negreanu
I'm
flops the wheel draw.
Yep.
Looking for an ace or a 3. And will need an ace or a 3 to win this tournament. Otherwise, he's down to less than 2 big blinds. For the title. No, it's the 9 of diamonds, and Bucky is in complete control.
5.475.
5.475?
Yeah.
5.475.
Yeah.
A massive pot headed to Bucky.
There it is, paid in full.
97% of the chips. This
Great
thing
movie.
is so close to being all but over. But, Jeff, we have seen
Nope, he keeps knocking it.
ridiculous comebacks happen. I'm certainly not going to count out Kid Poker.
Never-
Doesn't feel great, though.
Right, not in a great spot.
We had different suits too. All 4 suits.
Wow, yeah.
Payouts presented by Mezcla. Wantman so close to that score of
So-
more than $239,000.
Big blinds first, and then Annie.
That is the way we do it here.
For like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Big blind first? Yeah. So how much is it? 200?
200. You're gonna call.
All right, and here we go.
Oh man, you want to look?
I'm so dangerous over here
Yeah.
calling in. Wow. You can just turn
The
the hands over.
550K in the pot.
We'll do a flip. Call.
And it's the 8-7
8 and
for
3
Negreanu.
across. Could be an 8.
Looking at
7?
Yeah. Fair fight.
a paint card 8-7 against, what's that, Jack 10?
Looks like Jack 10 versus the old 7-8.
Okay. Negreanu wins this. He'd be back up to 3 big blinds.
Oh,
King
no.
8-6.
Queen ball
Door
for the
also
sweat.
slightly open.
Backdoor ace queen. Oh, I'm dead.
Another 8
You
on
are
the
dead.
turn. He is indeed
You'll
dead.
be okay though.
No, it's the first one that's the most important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
it comes.
back in action.
I'll call it a comeback.
At what point should I start getting concerned?
I get to 2 million.
All right.
And you're like, oh, what's going on
right.
here? 2 million's the number,
It can
right?
happen too easily.
Yeah. Next, well,
Just
couple
put it
more.
in dark.
It would be the
do you
biggest
mean? I gotta
collapse
take a look,
in
see what I
USPO
got.
history. Heads up. Bucky,
sweat.
just
Maybe I'll get
saying.
you off of it. Maybe I'll limp.
I'm not in the folding mood.
I don't think you are. Yeah. On to the next one.
You doing the box sweat? I'll do the box. I like that.
Let's see. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna look at the other one. It's that good.
Oh.
All in. Call.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a
Negreanu
face
does
card,
have a
too.
good
It's
one.
A king
No.
and a queen.
Oh my.
Let's
Oh
go,
my
baby.
goodness.
Another suck out on the horizon. First you lose to king queen, then you lose with it.
550.
5-3 duck right on the flop. Well, at least you
1.3
won't have
million in the
2 million,
pot.
even if you
Bucky's
win.
dominated by Negreanu.
Take a few more.
Ooh.
One
5
the
ball.
backdoor straight draw, but for now looking for a 4.
I got clubs.
Can we
too.
ever chop? We can't, right?
Yeah.
Good.
6-3.
3-6. Yeah.
Jack 6.
Oh, that's right.
Any 2 pair?
Pair the board. I need a chop.
Turn card. Wantman getting worried over there. It's a 9
Nothing
on the
like hitting it
turn.
on the river, man.
4
really isn't.
on the river. For the win?
Oh!
No, it's a deuce.
You live and die by these like 2 big blind pots.
Another
What happens
double
to I
for
have? I had, like-
Negreanu.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay,
that,
up to
yeah.
1.3
Yeah, I'm saying I had
now.
1.3.
I was all in for 200 in the big with 150 in the big blind ante.
Yeah.
Thanks to the friendly,
But you're making
player-friendly
it fun.
rules. Player-friendly rules. Big blind
Yes,
first.
it should always be big blind first.
All
For
these.
sure.
That shouldn't even be a discussion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people purists, but the ante goes in first. I'm like, I understand that, but you know what? We're talking about the play of the game. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You really want to have a guy win a 6-way all in,
Right.
and then he has 1 chip.
It's brutal.
Like, what the hell,
What's the
bro?
point of the game? Like, that's the wrong rule, obviously.
Yeah, just make it player-friendly. It's not a big deal.
I'm with it.
6.
All right, let's see if I
9
want to
back.
get cute.
Could have that 2 million soon.
You have 1.1, right?
I got 9 back.
Okay. All in?
10 seconds. All
All right, let's sweat. First one
Oh.
could be an ace, deuce, or a 3. Second one is 2 across. So I might actually fold if it's
Might fold if it's this.
deuce 4 off. I'm gonna fold.
Yes.
That's big.
I had a decent hand.
Yeah. Squeezed. Nothing across. That's like, I don't know, in this stage it's kind of bittersweet.
I knew it was either going to be a really good hand or a really bad hand, right? Like, could be like, well, a pair
you
or like
sweat?
ace deuce, ace three.
You squeeze?
Yeah, I just learned how to do it recently.
Just ace deuce or a 3. I mean,
Right.
that's what it is.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. 2 side is 4.
4 or 5. 3 side, 6, 7, 8.
I know it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go, Bucky.
Painted.
After all these years.
Have you ever played Baccarat?
No, but I play like mixed games.
Yeah.
10-7.
That's his hand.
It is his hand. His
Gotta
favorite
go with
hand
it.
for years.
Let's
There it is.
You are
Wantman,
probably
the
going to win. How much is it?
9-3.
I got 9.
Take it.
I could beat that.
Let's it go. The comeback continues.
It's trading chips over here.
Yeah. Keeping us from punting in the next one.
Absolutely.
Three deuce
You win.
for Wantman.
Oh, baby. I had you dominated. You might have won that one.
I mean, if Daniel
All right,
can
big
somehow find a double.
1.3.
Yeah,
Big
One
pin.
more.
Big pimpin'.
it's just like at almost 15 bigs. And it is really game on. All of it with the Jack 8. King
See what we got
3 for
1.4.
Wantman.
I will call
Good enough to make the call,
You're
and here
good.
we go.
for now.
Wantman the slight
Win this one.
favorite.
Yes.
Negreanu looking to get back to 3 million in
I
chips.
have an aneurysm.
1.4.
Then
I
Bucky
have
could
3
really
million.
start to panic.
That's sick.
It's a lot of chips. Then I can start limping and shit again.
C3. King
Oh.
Jack 4.
king, huh?
All
Good
hearts.
What a 8 of hearts
Negreanu
out.
still looks for a jack or an 8 or yeah,
like a
runner,
3
runner,
heart
heart
works.
for the chop.
I mean, it's reasonable.
I prefer 3 of hearts.
Turn card.
Ooh.
It's another
Yeah,
4. That is a bad
Oh, that was
card
really
for
bad. Now I can't even
Negreanu.
do a jack.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, that was a bad card,
correct.
yeah.
If it's not a jack, Wantman wins.
It'll make it even more painful if you do hit it.
River card.
All right. GG.
Good game, man.
What are you going to do,
Bucky
buddy?
beats the best of them.
Let's get him. Let's get the next one.
Absolutely.
Matthew Wantman wins event number 5 of the 2024 USPO for more than $239,000.
The year of Bucky continues. And Negreanu
Got him.
not too shabby himself thus far. Second place finish, a bunch of points, some cash.
All right.
Hop in the next event, and maybe we'll see him at another final table.
Perhaps as he continues to be live in that race for the PGT Triple Crown. Bucky is in the hunt in the race for the
get out of your way,
Golden
champ.
Eagle.
Good playing with you.
That is an impressive win for Matthew Wantman, who entered the day as one of the short stacks and had to get through some of the best players in the world. We sum it up with a look at the leaderboard presented by Global Poker. Wantman and Negreanu go 1 and 2. Erik Seidel, the Poker Hall of Famer, is in the hunt for the series championship. Victoria Livschitz, 4 straight cashes at the USPO. Grant Wang, David Peters, Paulius, Plausinaitis, rounding out this absolutely stacked final table. But there he is, Bucky, getting it done. His second PGT title, his first at the US Poker Open. He's walking off stage already. He's ready to play event number 6. Now in the top 5 in the leaderboard, but everybody still looks up at Jesse Lonis, who takes the lead, who has the lead, who retains the lead with 3 events left at the USPO. And now we move up to the $15,000 buy-in level for our entire crew. For Brent Hanks, I'm Jeff Platt. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time at the 2024 US Poker Open. Congratulations to Matthew Wantman on the win. Good night.